Hey everybody, this is Michelle, also known Mishy Do Makeup. Today I am going to be opening up April's Boxycharm. This is the first Boxycharm video I have done. So this is April's Boxycharm. I haven't opened it up yet. Okay, so first thing you're going to see when you open it up is this little pamphlet that comes with it. It's going to have a list of the products that are in the box, also the price. They have a theme every month. This theme is Peace, Love, and Boxy, kind of like, coming into spring. It's cute. It has, little cactuses and anyone that doesn't know about Boxycharm, it is a monthly subscription. You get 3 to 5, usually it's between 4 and 5 full-size products for $19.99 a month. Usually the value of the box is over $100 every month. You get products, good. They have Tarte products. They have all high-end products. So let's get into the box. If you want to see what's in the box and what I'm going to create on my face with the box, keep watching. Also, if you can, please subscribe, hit the button below, like, comment below what kind of videos you'd like in the future. If there's anything you wanted to say about what I did in the video, please comment, but most important, please hit subscribe. Thank you. So jumping along into the video, the first thing that catches my eye is these Luxie brushes. I love the Luxie brushes. There's 3. This is the Summer Days brush set. There's 3 of them. It's a cute little Ferris wheel on the bottom, and it's cute. That itself goes for $28. So right now, just one of the products in the video are $7 more than the entire box costs. So that's good. I'll be definitely using these in the box. Then I also see an eye primer base. This is by Luscious, and it's called Angel Eyes. It's a primer. Usually I will use a concealer to cover my eyes, and right now, actually, I don't know if you could see as good as I see it, like in the mirror in front of me, but from the look that I created last night, I still have some pink and blue eyeshadow on my eyes. And this itself, it is this is $14. Next, by Artist Couture, which is actually a brand that I have used and I do like very much. This is a loose powder highlight. So that's that. We'll be using that as well. We have, oh, and I'm sorry, the highlighter goes for $27 for this. Next product up is going to be, it's from Appeal. It is a lip gloss. Looks very pretty. Looks nice. I'll probably put a color underneath it and then put this on top. Last but not least, the last thing in the box. It is an eyeshadow palettes from Pure. It's cute too. Look, it has the Ferris wheel and the sunglasses. Don't mind my nails. I actually am going tomorrow to get them done. I did not have time this weekend, and I didn't even polish them or anything. So, sorry. The next video they'll look a little nicer. But it is called Festival by Pure. Again, this is another brand that I've used. Actually, from Boxycharm, I got another palette, and I actually do use it often. I do like the way that it blends. It's beautiful. It's a nice brand. So that is it. But the cost of this, oh, it has such pretty shades in it. The cost of this is $36. So at the end, I believe, if I'm doing the math correctly, it is probably about like between $125 and $135. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to use is the eye primer. So I'm going to use it the way I use it when it's concealer. Just put it on my eye. This is nude. I might have put a little bit on, too much on. I don't know. It's definitely not my color. I don't know with the primers if it blends out, but no, this is, let's see if we can work with it. I think we might be able to work with it if I blend it in good. Let's see. It looked like very, very, very orangey. But usually I won't use a sponge to blend it in because it takes too much of the product in my, that's how I feel. I don't know, everyone has a different opinion, but because of the color, I kind of wanted to suck up a little bit of it. But I am actually going to go in as well with just a little bit of my concealer, just to whiten it up. Again, I'll use just, yeah. Okay. So I just added a little bit of my Conceal and Define. I'm in color C2 because I am very fair. So I just added a little bit. Now, I set mine. I'm trying to think of the colors I'm going to use. I think I'm going to do the browns and maybe a little bit of the purple. So if I'm using if I'm doing bright colors, I usually won't set my lids, but I think I'm going to go more with more of the browns than anything. So I am going to just set my lids a little bit. I'm using the NYX translucent powder. Just putting it on a blending sponge, just a little bit, not a lot, just in the crease. I could still see my colors. I did a look last night. I did purple and blue, and I cannot for nothing get it off my lids. But, okay. So I'm going to go into the palette now. So this is the palette. Again, I love the little Ferris wheel through the sunglasses. I think it's awesome. And I love palettes that come with little mirrors. So these are the colors. I don't know if it's, try to bend it so the reflection. So we have some browns, we have some glitters. I'm thinking about doing some glitters too. So I'm just gonna kind of like hop into it and kind of like pick colors. I don't really have anything set. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. So that's that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the color Epic, which is right here. I'm just gonna load it all over my eyelid, like everywhere. So it has like a base so that everything blends into everything, okay? So I'm actually gonna use this bigger blending brush. This is from the Makeup Shack. This is T12 from the Makeup Shack. So I'm gonna dip into the Epic, and I'm going to I don't have to really be careful with it because it's kind of a light shade, but I wanna start with the crease and just kind of blend it out. And then I'll do circular motions that go forth, and if you could spin your brush around a little bit as you're doing it, kind of gives it a better color. Other eye, same color, Epic. In the crease. Windshield wiper. Blending back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, this is just like a base color. so that everything blends in. You don't really see. I'm going to move it up like a little bit above the eyelid, above your crease, blend it into everything. Kind of want to make it even on both sides. Again, this is the Makeup Shack T12. It's one of my favorite brushes because even at the end, once you put your colors in, all the colors together, you could always use it. I use it a lot on top to blend everything together. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in to the color Hidden Desert. That's down here, but I'm gonna do it with a smaller blending brush. This is actually a brush from Joe Color. It was in the rainbow set, so I don't have a number for you, but I'm going to use Hidden Desert, and I'm gonna kind of just go in the crease with that. And I love things like this because you could actually just use the mirror, which is awesome. So I'm gonna blend as best as I can, just the crease, and then I'll pop a little bit in the corner here. Colors are nice too. Now I'm bringing this like the same I did with the bigger brush, but I'm not bringing it all the way up. I'm just focusing right on the crease, back and forth. Going in the corner again, a little bit more, bringing it out, and then blending it. Again, like I said, try to make it so that you're not just holding, you want to hold the brush as light as you can at this moment, because you want it to blend nice and easy. But, so try to hold the brush at the tip of it, because then you're more light-handed. But you want to bring this all the way to the front too, back and forth, because I think I'm gonna kind of create like a halo eye, but I still don't even really know what I'm doing. Just kind of try to blend that, and that's why the bigger brushes are good too, because you could leave it like this and then take a bigger brush and blend it into the other color better. But I'm gonna go on the other eye and try to do the same thing I did on this eye, going into the Hidden Desert, blending it into the crease, but not all the way up like the other color. And to the front of the eye and back to the crease, just in the crease. Try to get all the way up, blend it as best as you can. Sorry, I have to have a closer look, I feel like. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to take the color, the shade All Night. I'm not going to do too much with it. I'm just going to put it in the crease and in the corner a little bit. So I'm going to shade it on this brush. Just try to get it in that V. Try to create it at least. Take the brush and you want to bring it into the corner and also the crease. So all I've been doing really is blending with a smaller blending brush. Can't talk today. Blah, 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 is putting the brown inside the crease, and then taking the other colors, Epic and Hidden Desert, and blending them up more so that it has a nice blend. And then at the end, I'll take a bigger brush and blend them all together so nothing looks like. What I do usually with the last color I'm going to put in the crease, I'll put it in and I'll push so it's like in the crease, like kind of like stabbing it into the crease, because I feel like it just looks so much better and it stays. Now that I feel like I have enough brown in the crease, I'm gonna take, this is also a dough color brush, I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna mix the Hidden Desert and then Epic together a little bit with the bigger brush and just bring it a little bit closer to the eyebrow. I might even start with the Epic first. I didn't even really put much on there. I'm just gonna kind of try to bring the shade up because I think I have enough here to do that. I don't think I even need to add any. So if you ever feel, sometimes you feel like you have to put more eyeshadow on and you don't. You could just usually take a clean brush, go into it, hold it upward, and just kind of try to blend it up. And for the most part, see already how it's moving up toward my eyebrow? I didn't have to put on anymore. Because sometimes if you put on too much, you can tell it looks caked on, and that's why nothing blends, because you just have too much eyeshadow on. So now I moved up my color as much as I want it. Some people like it, you know, more higher. I like it just about there. So I'm going to stop there with that. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the Hidden Desert though and put it above the brown so that it has a nice blend up to it. Because you don't want a light color and then a dark color. You want a transition shade. That's what the first shade was, a transition shade, so everything blends. Sometimes you have to add more. Sometimes you don't. But see. All right. I'm going to go into the other eye and do it. I could take a bigger brush, the same steps as I did to the other eye. Okay, so now that I got both of the eyes like evenly, you know, as best as I can right now, I'm going to go in with one of the glitters. I think I was going to go in with the Fireworks, the one with the pink in it too, and I'm still kind of tempted to go in with this one or just the gold, just kind of like in the front and underneath. I was going to do the pink and then put a little pink underneath. I'm going to live on the edge today, or should I just go with the gold? I guess we'll see. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my Kiss glue. So you're going to go, for this I'm going to need to use my little mirror closer up. You're going to go, I do it little by little, but you're going to go little by little where you want this, where you're going to want the glitter, and put the glue. And this is pressed glitter, so you don't even really need the glue. I just feel that it stays in place better. So I'm going to start. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Start off with small. Okay, so now that the glitter is on, I'm going to take a little blending brush and some of the brown and try to blend the glitter and the brown together. So, see this small blending brush? This is actually a Luxie brush too that I got in my last, in one of my Boxycharms. So this is the mini round 141 Luxie brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Hidden Desert and then the darkest color in the palette, the All Night. I'm going to mix them together and I'm going to try to blend it into the glitter so that it looks a little bit blended. I don't even know if I should do that. Sometimes, depending on the shadow, it works and sometimes it doesn't. And then there's a few, like if you look, there's a few loose pieces of glitter, depending on like the rush I'm in or the mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll go in there with a tweezer and tweeze them all off, like get them all out with a tweezer. Sometimes I leave them. Usually I can get it. That's what's cool about using loose glitter, is that if there's no glue on it, it doesn't, but like it won't move, so you could brush it off with a loose brush when it's done. The pressed glitter already has a little glue in it, so it's not going to move as easy. So you would go in usually individually with a tweezer like that, but I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's spread that bad. So I blended a little bit of the brown into the glitter on both sides. Now I'm going to go in with a bigger brush right here. A clean brush. This is actually a crown brush. I'm a fan of the crown brushes as well. This is a C511 crown brush, C511. And I'm going to just go and I'm going to blend over. Fresh, clean brush, never has been touched. And just kind of blend all the colors. Yay, all together. I love clean brushes that have nothing on it. See, in some of the glitter, if you like press it and move it the certain way, it will come off. This one is coming off when I push it to the left, but I don't want to blend too much because I don't want to start moving the glitter around more. So I'm just going to blend a little bit, and then I might clean off a little bit of this extra with a wipe. So, okay. Next step is going to be the face for now. No, I'm lying. Next step is going to be eyelashes. Okay, so the lashes I'm going to be using are from Lashaholic Luxury Lashes. It does not have a name for this specific lash, but it does say ready, set, get addicted. So I think they are good. Actually, I know they're good because I've used them before. So I'm going to put those right on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I popped my eyelashes on. Next step is going to be foundation. But before we do foundation, we have to use primer, of course. Okay, so I have NYX Angel Veil Primer. It's a skin perfecting primer. So, cheeks. I see some people that do conceal, that do apply this with brushes. I usually just pat it with I rub it in a little bit and then I pat it. So that okay, if there's any excess, I'll just do this now. Okay, and then I do a drop of the Physicians Formula. This is the Rose All Day, the serum, Rose All Day oil-free serum. I have very dry skin, so anything that's gonna moisturize and help me from looking dry, because a lot of foundations look cakey or even like dried up on me because sometimes my skin is just so dry. So this has helped me lately with the dryness of my skin. Plus I've been changing up my night routine with exfoliating my skin more often. I've definitely seen a big difference. So okay, so for formula, I'm going to use Revolution, Conceal, and Define. I don't know if I just said for the formula. I kind of think I did. So for the foundation, is a Conceal and Define by Revolution. If I did say formula, I'm sorry about that. I am a mommy, so sometimes baby words come out instead of regular words. So I love the way this brush comes out like this, and you could just kind of like, this is the best, I can't think of the words. I really can't talk today. Whatchamacallit? The application stick. There you go. That's probably what this is called. I love the application device that they set up for this. I think I just put a little bit too much on my forehead. I think I might have put a little bit too much altogether. So I'm going to blend. I'm going to use the Morphe M6 to blend this in, and the key for me has been to never go like this. Just move the brush around and like rotate circular like this as it makes it, and then always bring it down. Sometimes I'll bring it over to my ear, depending if I have my hair down or up, because you don't want your ears to look all red and your chin and your ears be a completely different color than your skin. I mean, your ears aren't as big of a deal as down your neck, because I've seen women, and I'm sure I've done it before too, but when they forget to blend down, I'm the kind of person that I will tell a person in public, because I don't want them to walk around like that all day. But it's a big deal when you don't blend down your neck if it doesn't match it, you know. Now usually for my nose and my forehead, I'll try to grab like a smaller foundation brush. I haven't really seen. I thought I pulled one out, but I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. So this is the Morphe G6. I'll use this to apply, to put this on my forehead, because I don't like to use the big brush, and then sometimes I'll mess up my eyebrows because I'll go right over them. So between the eyebrows and the forehead, it's usually a smaller brush. Okay, now my final step for the foundation, usually I take any kind of blending sponge and I just tap out anything that I missed or any extra. It does usually help me, but okay. Conceal and Define concealer. This is C2. I'm very light, so if you're basing it from my skin tone to yours, this is a C2. Now I'm going to take the smaller blending brush. Now with this as well, sometimes if I brought too much foundation, I'll try to use this as like a eraser almost, and take some of that eyeshadow off, and it works for me. And then if I have to, I'll go in with my finger and wipe it off. Same here. Make sure I do it even. Put the foundation on, or the concealer on, and then I take it here and just reach just a tiny bit. If it's a lot, I'll do it like, you know, the right way, but if it's just like a little bit, it comes right off with the concealer. And now it's not, so I felt like it was a little too out. I think it looks pretty. The colors look pretty. I like this palette. Shout out to Boxycharm. Good palette again. I love Boxycharm. I feel like Boxycharm, I have a few subscriptions that I'm subscribed to. I have Boxycharm. I did do Ipsy, but I canceled Ipsy. But I heard that Ipsy now has a $25 box, so that's been coming with like really good stuff. But I have Ipsy, and then I'm subscribed to Live Glam, and I get all three of those, except for the palette right now. I believe they're doing some work with the palettes. But I have to say, between the Morphe brushes that you get 3 to 8 Morphe brushes a month for $19.99 and Boxycharm, those are my two top favorite subscriptions. Boxycharm is a great way to grow your makeup because, like I said, for $19.99 today, the total was between $120 and $140 about. I don't know the exact price of stuff in this box, and you only paid $19.99. Now, this is concealed. I'm going to use this beautiful little Luxie brush. This is the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I'm going to use it to dip it into my NYX translucent powder. And just kind of like, I don't really use much powder, but I will use it when I just do it like for under my eyes, the translucent powder, and where I put anywhere I put concealer, I try to put a little bit of translucent powder. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna bronze, put some bronzer on. I'm gonna use the NYX bronzing palette. I'm gonna mix it between these two colors right here. I'm like showing who. I'm gonna use the two middle colors. And my other doe color brush. As you can see, I love doe color too. Most of my collection is doe color, and doe color because you can, you know, get like, you know, sometimes 15, 20 brushes for $20, depending on the sets and the sales they're having. Morphe because I have the subscription. And then my other brushes like Crown, Luxie, they come in my Boxycharm brush, so it's, you know, definitely built my collection, that's for sure. I'm going to take this brush again, the Luxie one that we got in this month's subscription, to do my forehead because I don't really like to put too much bronzer down. Just like to get my hairline. Come down a little bit. And I do look a lot whiter in, like, to you guys than I really am. Trying to bronze a little more so that you guys, so it looks a little, I don't look so pale white, but I'm really not that white. I think if I liked to maybe take off one of the lights, maybe you could see a little better. I'm not sure what's better. Then this other brush that we got, and this is, I love this brush, how like it has the orange on the bottom, or yellowish, and it goes into the pink. This is the Luxie 209 large shader. I'm actually going to use this to contour my nose a little bit. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm just going to contour it a little bit. I actually like the way this brush worked for the nose. Okay, on to blush. I love blush, and I've happened to be like obsessed with this blush. This is Milani Tea Rose And I don't even really use a lot. I just kind of tap twice, put it right in my cheeks, and then just kind of blend 2-3 times. I blend the cheeks and then kind of just blend it. And then I'll take a little bit and go everywhere with it. Especially down my neck. I'll put a little blush down there. Okay, almost done, guys. Now we're going to do, real quick, underneath the eye, I'm going to take the translucent powder that I used before and just kind of set it under my eye, so any of the, if there's any fallout, it catches it. I might as well. So cool. Just kind of bake this a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take this last brush and I'm going to do some of the colors that I used on top, spread it into the bottom. I may add a little pink though, but I'm going to take the Hidden Desert, the darker brown that I used, with the beautiful little Luxie brush. This is the small shader 245. And you're just going to see the fallout? Now that translucent powder made it a lot easier to wipe it off. Okay. Taking out my small blending brushes. This is another Luxie brush. Take the brown shade. I'm just doing the corner. Okay. This up. Take it off. I don't know why I love that feeling so much of the taking off of the powder. I like putting it on too, but I don't know, I like taking it off. It's like satisfying in a way. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more bronzing real quick, and then some my bottom eyelashes. And I love, this is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I love it, especially for the bottom lashes. It has like the perfect little brush. Last but not least, I'm going to try the highlighter. This is again the Artist Couture. Okay, so I'm going to use the highlighter, the Artist Couture highlighter. I'm going to try it on the inside of my eye first, the corner of my eye. I'm going to dip it in. I just put it in the cap, put a little bit in the cap. I'm going to put a little bit on my Morphe M45 brush. spray it with my Morphe setting spray. I'm gonna pop it into the corner here. Know about for my face because it's a little bit dark. I'm going to use my Physician Formula. This is a butter highlighter. This is in Champagne. So I'm going to spray my face with my Morphe setting spray so everything sets. For my highlight brush, it's going to be from the Makeup Shack T19. This is one of my favorite highlighters. Up your cheekbone. Then I put a little bit here and connect it. This bow, tip of my nose. Yep. Look at that highlight. Okay, so for my lips, I am going to use the lip gloss that they gave us, but I'm just gonna throw on a little bit of color first. This is from Smashbox. Gotta Light. That's the color. One of my wipies that I just took out, and just to wipe the remaining of the stuff all the foundation and stuff off my lips. Okay. Is this like a matte, like and I do love the application. Okay, so then right on top of that, I'm going to put the Appeal lip gloss. Just let it dry a sec. I love the way this came out. Extra and tap. I got little sparklies too. Hit the button below, subscribe, like my channel, subscribe to my channel. My name is Miss You Do Makeup. I will be doing more videos now with Boxycharm and with my own makeup. If you guys could comment even other videos that you would like me to do, please show me some love and subscribe to my page, like my page, comment. It would be awesome and appreciated, and I love you for that. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.